So good morning. Yeah, I'm happy that I can welcome you here in the headquarters of Pro-Ject and to talk a little bit about vinyl, which is my big hobby. Yeah? So I'm always happy to talk about this wonderful experience. Why I'm interested to work together with Vinyl Association is, or the Vinyl Alliance, I'm sorry, is that generally I think we need to present this message, this experience, what makes us happy to as many people as possible. So the more we can cooperate together and have a really nice message for all of the world, the better we can really reach people and make them happy. I think vinyl is now quite present in a good percentage of the population, but I think we're missing still a lot of channels of influential people. So in my experience, a lot of the pop and the jazz music lovers are quite in vinyl. You see there are many people who change from digital again to vinyl. Actually, I miss a little bit the classic listener. I know why, because with the introduction of the CD and the noise-free reproduction of the music, this was a big revolution, driven also by Karajan in the beginning of the 90s. Yeah, but classic is so much more emotion, and classic is listened by people who have a lot of influence in the society. Yeah? And I think the CD without these classic people would not get this peak, because everybody was expecting not only noise-free performance and convenience. No, they were expecting better quality. And at the moment, it's exactly the opposite. At the moment, it's classic is streamed a lot. Yeah. Is MP3, yeah, and people listening to Bluetooth speakers, and people who going to the Salzburger Festspiele, to Musikverein, yeah, which I join a lot. I know them, I see them, yeah, and I know that they're listening at the home with some Bluetooth speakers, yeah, and they have the Mercedes S-Class and so, yeah, so it's really a pity, yeah. So I think we have to get more of these people, yeah. And then the second thing which I think we have to attract is all what's about in the living space. So that means a lot of people they don't like audio because they think it doesn't fit in their flat. It doesn't look good in their architectural environment. But that's wrong, because a turntable, yeah, is an icon. A good speaker can look very beautiful, yeah. And I think the demand of the people is there, that they want to listen to better audio, that they want to listen to vinyl, but they have no solution how to incorporate this in their living room, yeah. And I think we have to, as an alliance, yeah, we have to attract these channels that they think about, yeah, how we can give customers solutions, and there are solutions for sure. Vinyl is a thing which is mechanical, which you have to have attention. It's nothing which you can give in a console, or which you can hide, or which you can put away. No, it's a statement, but I think it's a beautiful one. Yeah, and so I know many people, if they have a very nice turntable. You know, look at my red turntables or white turntables, or make some in acrylic. Yeah, and this is also the reason why I have so many different looks. It's not only about the sound. It's just in Scandinavia, they just want to have a matte finish. Yeah, you can't sell something there in lac. Yeah, therefore I have walnut in satin. Yeah, and that attracts people. And I think we should give there a more global attention in this direction. Together. Very good. It's very simple. I was expecting this. Yeah. People are at home, what do you expect? Yeah. The people are at home, and then they realize they have. Oh, I have some vinyls here around. Yeah. Oh, I thought a vinyl is I have heard it's cool. Yeah, so probably I have now time. Yeah, so I can make the effort to buy a record player. Yeah, I maybe go even to some websites and buy some records again. Yeah, and because I have time and the people start again to realize, yeah, how fantastic is to listen to music by conscious. People forgot that. Yeah, so they were only background music orientated, yeah, mobile music and all this. Yeah, this makes nothing, and then they realize, yeah, 1 hour of intensive music listening is so much joy. Yeah, and so Corona was for us a huge benefit. I'm sorry for so many people having troubles with Corona, but the music industry, I think, and our industry are for sure the winners. And it's good that we were giving the people also the products which we were able to enjoy at home. For us, sustainability is a key thing. Yeah, I believe that we have to care about how we produce the products in future. Yeah, everybody's talking about environment and everybody's talking about the nature. Yeah, but people should start to learn to think about how they consume. Yeah, and we learned, especially in the CI, in the consumer electronic industry, we learned, yeah, to consume the products faster and faster and faster. My products, yeah, are done for a generation. Yeah, so that means if you buy one of my products, you don't need to throw it away because it's out of technology. No, far away. Yeah, so it's really my first product I produced in 30 years ago is still a high-end turntable. Yeah, and you still can use it, but probably you give it then to your kids or to some your friends, and you buy something better. Yeah, but it's still top-notch technology. Yeah, this is one point. So second point is, yeah, we try to use materials which are high value, yeah? High value materials, especially from the area here. So all the wood, all the paint, the lacquers, yeah, all the metal, everything is here around. So we produce in Europe. Yeah, we're not an assembling company who is taking all the parts from Far East, yeah, put it here together and then said made in Europe. No, no, no. We do all the products here really from scratch, yeah, and that's the big difference, yeah. So this is also good for us now in the coronavirus time, yeah, because the supply chain were interrupted. Not so much a problem for us, yeah, because we have all the production here in Europe, yeah, and also we try also to live our, let's say, our philosophy in the building we built here 3 years ago in our headquarters. So our headquarters is really energy, let's say, freestanding energy. Yeah? So that means we don't need any energy source. We produce our energy alone. Yeah? So that means yeah, we have a huge, very complicated technology where we can produce all the heating, all the lighting, also the climatization of the rooms we can do ourselves. So we have no plug here. Yeah, we do this with a huge reservoir of ice. Yeah, so we actually heating with ice. Yeah, and we have also won the Global Energy Award as the best energy solution in Austria. Yeah, and this is part of our philosophy. Perfect. Because I would be happy to have streaming as I started to be interested in music. Because with the streaming services, it's very easy that you can that you can realize or find new music. Yeah, so it's very cost effective. Yeah, to check what is hard rock, to check what is free jazz, to check what is classic, yeah, without any lots of costs, yeah. So, but what we see is that when the people fall in love with the music, yeah, then they want to have the original, then they want to have the vinyl, yeah. So it's just better, yeah, because it will bring more people to good music. Yeah. Even I'm coming from a very variety of music styles, so I like everything. I like acoustical music, but I like also electronical music. Yeah, I like rock, I like pop, I like all good music. Yeah, for sure. In the last years, I have to admit I'm really more on the classic side. Yeah, because it's such a huge reservoir what you can discover. Um, you know, you're starting with Beethoven, Mozart, and you follow on. Then you're going a little bit in operas. Yeah. Then you now I'm in Wagner and I'm in Bruckner. Bruckner for sure is much more complicated as any other big symphonies. Yeah. And I'm also now in modern music. Yeah. So we love Hermann Nietzsche music. He's very much famous for his painting, but he has also a huge uh, uh, um, work of music, yeah, completely different, yeah. So everything what makes the emotion driving, yeah, I like very much, yeah. That's a difficult one. What should I answer? I have about 60, 70 turntables and maybe even more cartridges. Yeah, I have 4 or 5. I don't know, 5 systems. Yeah, at the moment I have 5 different systems. Yeah, so I always changing. I changing turntables. I have a lot of vintage turntables. Yeah, because we have to admit the technology. What we are doing is just was invented in the 60s, 70s. So what I do on Pro-Ject is nothing else as copying everything that what was already invented, but make it better because of modern technologies and modern materials. Yeah, but the main technology is very old. So I have a lot of beautiful turntables at home. Yeah, not only Pro-Ject ones. Yeah, sometimes I'm pushed for sure from my wife because she has also a turntable brand called ERT. So at the moment I'm playing with an ERT, but then I play again. One of my favorite is a Platine Verdier out of the 60s. Yeah. Different tone arms, always different tone arms, yeah, and cartridges, yeah. Cartridges, especially the varieties, they are very high because the cartridge is the electromechanical transducer. So there is the taste, yeah. So that means there are softer cartridges, more dynamic cartridges, yeah, and it's also a little bit depending on the music. So on classic, you will listen to different cartridges than on jazz. So I like also tone arms where I have the possibility to exchange cartridges. So, for example, I'm using at the moment a Graham tone arm, yeah, the latest Elite. Expensive, but very good. So I can change the tubes very fast. Yeah, I'm designing also a new tone arm where I can exchange because I think this is a nice thing. Yeah, this is like the wine hobby. Yeah, you just don't want to drink everyday Bordeaux. Yeah, sometimes you go white wine, sometimes you go Burgundy. What is better? And this is the same thing with cartridges. Yeah, if you have a tone arm where you can switch. Cartridge very easy, so that's the direction, yeah. And speakers, same thing, yeah. I have different listening rooms, and therefore I have different speakers, yeah, very adapted to the room. I have a very small designed room, which is actually more like a studio, a recording studio. So there I'm using my Speaker Box 5 as a monitor, which is ridiculous cheap, but because the room is so small, the sound stage and the dynamic I get there is not so much less good than my super high-end speakers, yeah, for close to 100,000 euros, yeah. So yeah, again, yeah, it's my hobby, yeah. So others have more cars, I have more hi-fi systems, so nothing wrong. I don't know, 100,000, something like that, maybe more. Yeah. Especially I bought in the last time I bought a lot of classic, yeah. Because on classic it's quite different than on pop and rock, yeah. Because maybe jazz is also similar because on jazz you have also a lot of different interpretation of the same thing, yeah. Uh, which on pop rock also existing, yeah. But on classic, it's really determined that you're really starting to listening. How is the interpretation of the Vienna Philharmonic? How is the interpretation of an American orchestra? Yeah, how is the interpretation what was done in the 50s, 60s? What is the modern interpretation? And then you see a modern interpretation actually is not so good because it's actually very good, but it's very, let's say, artificial because they cut it a lot. Sequences, yeah. So it's virtually perfect, but you're losing the emotions of the recordings of the 50s. So I have from opera collection of same opera maybe 30 different versions. Yeah. So that's one of the funds I have at the moment. Not earphone. I'm not 100% in earphones. I'm not that guy. Yeah. So for sure, as I was young, yeah, I had my super high-end hi-fi system in car, yeah, and it was really audiophile. It was not boom boom. It was really nice sounding, yeah. And I had even my Nakamichi cassette deck, I think, as the latest, where everybody was already playing with CD, and it was so much better, yeah. But today, car is really it's not. The systems are too complicated, so I have nothing in car anymore, yeah, because the systems they sell you for a lot of money. It's really not good, yeah. So I skip this. On holiday, I have a mobile system, yeah. Unfortunately, no turntable, yeah, but I using a very high quality high res player, and then my micro amplifier and my speakers, yeah, and I have always. I take care that in my suitcase is always my own personal hi-fi system, yeah. Speakers are that size, it's small, yeah, and I get because even if you're going in hotel rooms, in expensive hotel rooms, I have to admit eating and living is a very important part of my life, yeah. So I go in luxury hotels and I'm shocked, yeah, that they offer there some Bluetooth speaker or some soundbar. Nothing. They have, I don't know, a rain shower for $5,000, yeah, and a TV for $10,000, but nothing for the music, yeah. So I have my own system, yeah, and I hope I can change this and can influence the hotel's owner that they give the customer turntables and a better sound. Tidal, and sometimes Spotify, depends, yeah. Because I do streamers also in my product range, yeah. So I want to say I'm not exclusive, yeah. So for me, it's all about getting more people to the hobby music, yeah. So turntable is number one because it's vinyl is the source where they are forced to listen conscious, yeah, and therefore it's the most important one, yeah. But it's also okay if you're listening over streaming, yeah. I have no problem with that. Have fun with music and have fun with vinyl. Very simple.